Hello friends, I am Sarah.
I'm Vicky.
Welcome to Moral Story.
Welcome to Moral Story.
Robbers steal 700 crore rupees worth of diamonds in violation of 10 layers of security. This post is full of information about the sensational event that surpassed Hollywood movies.
Let's go into the video.
Let's go into the video.
Belgium has a center called the Antwerp World Diamond Center. It is from this center that most diamonds are purchased around the world. The most expensive diamonds are all sold there. If you add value to the diamonds there, you can keep it and buy many countries. It's a place full of diamonds to that extent.
The diamond merchants there had set up a locker to protect the diamond at other times as the business went on. It was in that lock that all the diamonds were handed over for the night and taken the next morning. That locker has about 10 layers of security.
Doppler radar means that the alarm will sound if there are movements in the locker room where the diamonds are. An infrared detector is mounted on the outside of the door to the room where the diamonds are. The alarm will go off if there is light or light in that room.
The seismic sensor means that the alarm will sound on the locker door if this sensor is active. When the magnetic field is active, the alarm will go off even if the magnetic field between the door and the wall is cut off.
With more than 10 million possible models, the lock had a security pin, a heat-sensing camera, and more than 10 safety rings that alerted creatures to their body heat if they entered the locker room.
Not only this, the alarm is powered by electricity and the locker has a 24-hour power supply so that the alarm stays active for 2 to 3 days in the event of a power cut.
Not only this, but do you know where this locker is? Located on the underground site of the World Diamond Center building. Once the jewelry is locked in the locker room, the area police will be notified and they will patrol the building. The suspect will be interrogated. This patrol will be on security duty until they open the locker the next day.
The Diamond Center operated as usual on February 14, 2003, Valentine's Day. Holiday for the next 2 days since it is Friday. On the night of the 14th, the diamond jewelry was duly secured and taken safely to the locker.
At exactly 7 o'clock in the locker, all the items were placed and all the security equipment was turned on. The police were also informed. The next Monday, February 17th, when the locker's security equipment was properly deactivated and the locker was opened with the appropriate key, it was discovered that all the diamonds inside the locker had been stolen.
The staff was shocked to see this. They were overwhelmed, not knowing if what they were seeing was a dream come true. The incident was later reported to the police and higher authorities. Police arrived at the scene and tried to collect clues.
Not even a fingerprint was found at the scene. The only recording was of some mysterious person coming on camera and covering the camera with a black plastic cover while looking at how the theft took place. The media first spoke of the case as a major challenge to the police. The value of the stolen diamonds is estimated to be around $100 million.
How did this theft happen? Why don't the alarms go off? How did the thieves get inside? Police could not find out how they got out. But the next day the police arrested Leonardo Bartolo in the same building and said he was the one who committed the theft.
Notre Dame is a diamond dealer in the same building who has been trading diamonds in the same building for 3 years. He obtained diamonds from the World Diamond Center and sold them to wholesalers abroad. Police said he carried out the robbery in front of himself. It came as a shock and suspicion to many there. At the same time, $20 million worth of stolen diamonds were confiscated from his location.
Notre Bartolo's confession after the arrest took not only the public but also the police by surprise for a minute. Notre Dame is not really a diamond dealer. He came to the building for this diamond theft. It is learned that he has been making a series of plans for about 3 years to perform this incident.
According to his confession, he said, "We planned to plunder these diamonds 3 years ago. I rented a place in the building to pretend to be an international diamond dealer in order to gain the trust of the people there. I also did a small number of viral dealers for a few days. I sold diamonds internationally.
Got the confidence of those who were there in those times. And I got permission and card to come and go inside that building. Photography is not allowed inside the building. I did, however, buy a female camera and put it in my pocket and walk around the building so I could do it, as it would be helpful when planning what items would be stolen. At
night I found that all the diamonds in those buildings were kept in the same locker. I wanted to see its locker. But small merchants are not allowed to use the locker. So I decided that what I really needed to do was learn how to do it right. According to it, I bought Belgian chocolate every day and gave it to the people who worked there and became good friends with them. I asked them to put her diamond in the locker as well. They also gave me permission to locker even though I was a small diamond dealer because of my friendship. According to that, I will put the diamonds I had every day in the locker in the underground and go pick them up the next day. So I learned about the security equipment there and they open it like that. I learned how that locker works.
After looking at the security systems there, I wondered how to get beyond that. I then joined forces with Elio Dianeri, Fernando Finotto, Pietro Tavano and a man from Italy for the robbery.
I planned to work with them. We actually designed a locker to look like the particular locker. We made sure that all the facilities in it were in our locker. After that we tried to open our locker without alarm. We did it one way or another despite some failures. Then we did many exercises in it.
After that we planned a day to steal. Since Saturday is a Sunday holiday and we have a good time for theft, we thought we could commit theft on February 14th. On that particular day everything happened as usual. Earlier in the night we monitored the police patrol. Police were patrolling the area very assaulting.
They did not work properly to the extent that the police knew about the features of the locker inside so they could never steal from that locker. It was a death knell for us. At 7 PM on that particular day the diamonds were all put in the locker and locked all over the locker.
We planned how every security in the locker should not work at the same time without sounding the alarm. The heat sensing sensor in it was a bit of a challenge for us. It can only be deactivated if it goes to the area where the sensor is located. But we realized that we would get caught up in doing so after the alarm went off.
So on February 14th I went into the locker and hid the hairspray used by women on the heating sensor device without the knowledge of the security guards there. If the spray spreads on the heat sensor with the appliance, the heat will not be felt on the instrument for a few hours. So I hid the hairspray on the heating sensor.
At around midnight on February 14th, we entered the underground, which is the locker room, through the back door of the World Diamond Center building. First there was the camera. The alarm will go off if any light comes on while the camera is active. So we put a big black cover on that camera and closed it. We then turned on the light in that room.
Now you need to open that locker door. The door is fitted with a magnetic attraction device. We mounted a magnet on an aluminum plate to fit on the magnetic device as the alarm would sound if we opened the door without deactivating it. We moved it between the magnetic device and blocked the specific magnetic device so that the magnetic device could be considered as the door of this aluminum plate.
Then you need a security pin after that. To monitor it we first fitted a small camera in that room and put the footage recorded in it and predicted the specific pin so we could easily crack the pin. Then there was the key to the door. We also created the keys ourselves with the shapes of the keys recorded on the camera. That door was left open because it was so perfect.
Next to the inside was a door. We had already duplicated that key because it was the only key to the lock. We opened it too. We did this without any light as there was another light sensing camera sensor inside. We went inside and taped the light sensing sensor with the black tape. We did this so that the alarm would not go off even if we used the light.
Then we covered the camera with a black cover. Even though the heat sensor had already hit the hairbra, we did not know how long it would work, so we closed the sensor with a heat blocking device called a Crore box. The only problem with this protection is the shake sensor, the alarm trigger in case of a locker door vibration.
The sensor was used to drill the door area and prevent it from entering. But it takes 12 hours to drill that door or wall that we know when we plan. And doing so will make a lot of noise, so we planned to do this theft from the beginning without drilling.
We went inside and packed the diamonds first from the 109 security saps inside and did nothing to make the alarm connections we made so that it would not hit until Monday. All the diamonds we stole were seized when the police arrested me. Quote,
when you hear this, you get the feeling that you have seen a Hollywood movie. How did such thieves not get caught by the police in one day? Let's hear what you think. That's the interesting thing. Those robbers who planned so well got stuck in a trash can.
The theft was widely reported in the media on the day of the incident. Many sat on TV and started discussing the incident. News of the theft went viral. Exactly on the evening of the incident, a supermarket driver saw carry bags containing diamonds in the trash found at the World Viral Center. He has informed the police about this. When police saw this, they saw that it was a cover with stolen diamonds and checked the footage recorded on a nearby camera as to who threw the cover there.
It was reported that Leonardo Notarbartolo threw the garbage. Those who kept it then arrested him. His accomplices were also arrested. Only 3 of them were able to be arrested. Only one person could not be arrested by the police.
The trial court sentenced Leonardo Notarbartolo to 10 years in prison in 2005 and the others to 5 years in prison. All 4 were jailed. He was granted bail in 2009 by Leonardo Notarbartolo. The bailiff then told the media that he had committed the theft for insurance for a diamond dealer and that the theft was for just $20 million worth of diamonds and that $100 million had been overstated to get the insurance money.
He was re-arrested by police in 2013 for allegedly telling the media not to speak on his bail condition. Are the $20 million worth of diamonds stolen to date? Or $100 million worth of diamonds?
The incident, which surpassed even Hollywood movies, still amazes many today. There are still many unsolved mysteries surrounding this incident. Who is the fifth person not arrested in this case? If they had planned and done this for 3 years, would no one in the place have suspected them? How did a non-diamond trader get a place in the World Diamond Center? Who told them about the alarm technology and other things to avoid alarm in case of theft? Who is he if he says he did all this for a diamond dealer when he was in Northampton? Was the theft for insurance fraud? The answer to all these questions is an unsolved mystery.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.